Well, I heard very early on that Vittorio was supposedly going to be involved, and I actually thought it was just like some kind of ploy to get, to get people involved. And yeah, Vittorio Storaro is going to photograph it. Yeah, what? So kind of, what you mean stills? He's not actually going to work the camera, is he? You're going to pay him to come and do stills for a hobby type thing. But lo and behold, arrived here, and there he was.
Vittorio Storaro, cinematographer. And I say cinematographer, not director of photography, because to me the meaning of the word is very important. Cinematographer, in my opinion, means writing with light in movement. What I'm trying to write with light, I try to write the story of each movie. When we journalists, we start to really seriously talk about the main concept of the picture and how we can visualize this concept in cinematography. Occurred to me that mainly Dune is a story of a journey. It's a journey not only of the one single human being, the main character, Paul Atreides, but this is the symbol of the journey of every one of us. It's the entire humanity. It's practically a journey of someone they're going across to step by step in learning and in knowing several stages of his own life till reach maturity, till reach balance. It become what everyone is expecting from him. It become a leader. In order to visualize this journey, I thought that maybe the theory that the Greek philosopher a long time ago had in thinking that the entire life was essentially a combination, conflict or harmony between four different parts of nature, four different elements: earth, water, fire, air. I thought that maybe if I can visualize through light and color these four stages, I can have this main character understand any single phase, any single possibility that a human being has till reach the balance, till reach maturity between the combination of all these four.
Vittorio, who's been doing the lighting, it's been nice to watch because I've never seen someone so calm on set before. I mean, you can tell that he knows so much of what he's doing that he doesn't really have to prove himself anymore. So he just sort of floats in and out of the scenes and sets up the lights and is, very leisurely.
When I found out Vittorio was the cinematographer, it was a bit shocked. It took me a while for it to really sink in because I'm such a big fan of his. I saw a documentary on Under the Sheltering Sky. So I'd admired his work, but when I actually watched how he approached it and the amount of energy and effort and thought he put into it, my respect for him just sort of shot up even more.
He was a huge factor for me in accepting such a huge job, such a large undertaking. The fact that Storaro was shooting this was an enormous pull for me to be involved in this project on something that I'd never done before. I was very curious to see how someone like him worked.
You're actually experiencing light changes during the take. And how he has organized that and shaped that so that he can match when you're coming around for coverage after shooting a moving master with those changes and still be true to a lighting scheme, which not only is diverse and changing throughout individual scenes, but juxtaposed with, in a wonderfully understood way to other scenes where you don't experience that, so that he's not just throwing this wild coloration willy-nilly around the room.
The reason I wanted to work with Vittorio was because I've always loved the application of light and color that he uses in all of his films as story elements. It's not just about creating a nice composition, although he's a master of that. And it's not always about how you just move the camera in order to be at the right place at the right time for the story element. It's how you encourage the emotion of the scene by the way you light it and the way you color it. And Vittorio has made it his career to understand the psychology of color and light. And there's no better project for that than Dune.